Howdy, it's your neighbor Amos. So you're thinking about buying the game The Magic Labyrinth, or you want to know how to play, or just you want to know what it's all about? Well, in this video I'm going to tackle all those issues one by one. The Magic Labyrinth is a 3D board game that was created in 2009, meant for 2 to 4 players, ideally 3 or more. When I played this game with just 2 players, I felt as if we weren't getting all the magic we ought to. So the game itself was created in 2009, but I just discovered this in 2018 when I was walking down the aisle of my local Target. Yes, I'm late to everything. And please don't make the same mistake that I did. If you're a grown adult, this is not going to be exactly the most fun, because as a matter of fact, the Magic Labyrinth won a German award for kindergartners. I don't know how to read German, so I messed up on that one. However, later on in the video, I will be sharing with you my tip on how to make this game a little bit more fun with a twist. So the Magic Labyrinth is a game that is based on luck, but more so memorization. So you'll probably not want to keep checking Facebook and store your phone away when you're playing this game. Now, the Magic Labyrinth, as a game, it goes by really fast. As a matter of fact, you'll be able to wrap up a single game within 10 to 20 minutes. Unless you're taking it easy so that your friends feel better when they win at 30 or 40 minutes into the game. You can think of this board game as a 3D maze that had a baby with Minesweeper and was adopted by Pac-Man, because the objective of the game is to collect 5 tokens before anyone else to win. You know, even wizards have to put a roof over their head somehow. Each player is considered an apprentice wizard to the master wizard. Story is that we have accidentally lost some objects in the Magic Labyrinth. Speaking of which, where are my car keys again? Okay, found them. As a result of losing the objects, the little wizards have to collect them before the master notices that they are missing. Sounds a little too easy, right? Like cooking up a microwavable meal for your date to impress them. SpaghettiOs, anyone? So the catch is, the magical maze has invisible walls underneath the game board that if the little wizards bump into, have to start all over again. Alright, so how do you play? Before the game begins, you want to shuffle up the magical tokens and put them all into the magical black bag. Like so. Then, the players want to do rock, paper, scissors, or roll the die in order to figure out who goes first, second, and third, and fourth. So each player will select a wizard of their choice. In this case, an example, I will select the yellow one. So each one of the little wizards have a magnet on the bottom that attracts the metal ball so that it sticks. So what you want to do is put your player in a corner, and then take the metal ball and put it right underneath, and it connects. So now there's a metal ball following my little wizard. So each little wizard will pick a corner that they want to start at. And if there's only 2 players, then you have to be at opposite corners. To begin the game, the player that goes first will select 1 magical token out of the magical black bag, and in this case, it will be the spider web. So the objective of this round is for the players to go for the spider web, which is right here. And I totally forgot to put my opponent right there, the red one. So it's going to be the red versus the yellow. Now in order to get from here to get the spider web, which is the magical token that's represented right there, you're going to roll a special dice that's wooden. But this isn't like any other dice because the numbers only go up from 1 to 4. 4. Now the interesting thing about the Magic Labyrinth is that when you roll the dice and you hit a specific number, in this case an example 4, then you can move 4 spaces any way you want in any combination in order to avoid the walls, such as 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, oh my gosh, there appears to be a wall right here. I put 1 single wooden wall and it's here somewhere. Or you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, such as that. But what you can't do is you cannot move diagonally. You're not allowed to move diagonally. That doesn't count. Or, if you don't want to go all 4 steps, you can choose to forfeit some. So in this case, I would only go 2, even though I have 4. 1, 2. So to get from here to here, the fastest way in my opinion would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the next turn, after he goes, 1, 2, it would be my turn. A 3, boom, I got there first. So what happens is, I win the token, and I have 1 now. The first player to land on the token that everyone is fighting for wins that token, and gets to draw in the magical black bag for the next token. So the crown. Now everyone is going to be going for the crown. And the crown can be found right there. So now everyone has to be going for this one. Now whichever little wizard lands on the crown first will win that token to count towards their 5, and you need to get 5 in order to win the game. Now remember, you're using a special type of dice that only goes up to the number 4. It's not the kind of dice that you want in Vegas. The game sounds pretty simple, right? But don't forget, underneath the board is your wooden labyrinth, and you get to put the walls in any combination that you want. So that's the kicker. If your player runs into a wall, the ball will get knocked down, and you have to start all over again to the corner in which you started the game. Now here's my tips to make the game a little bit more challenging. Before the game starts, after you have set it up, every player should close their eyes, and you should spin the board multiple times so that nobody knows exactly where the wooden walls are. And if you're an adult and you want to make the game a little bit more fun, then rotate the top board piece every 5 turns to make it a little more spicy. But not that kind of spicy. Kind of like a sriracha spicy, so that you don't wake up in the morning with a stomachache. Anyways, this is your neighbor Amos, and I hope you enjoyed this overview of the game, the Magic Labyrinth, and I hope you enjoy playing it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.